Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch a cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good, Master Alphanode, an honour as always. Likewise, Lord Haurchefant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense, any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? Haurchefant may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I'm simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify this decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Aymeric arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier and I'm told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphinaud Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Aymeric. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Hello.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Probably, yeah.
It
No
does
biggie.
indeed, Lord Commander.
Damn, she's pretty hot.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the Primal Menace. The Beast Tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. The territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet.
So why is he here?
Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Forton has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
I wonder how he can do that, huh?
Sir Aymeric, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard Sorma.
What the fuck is that? Midgard Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard.
I think it'd be
Yet
pretty
the mere
cool.
presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
He's just like, this guy is so naive. Oh. What's up?
What is the meaning of this? The
I thought it was the
my
toilet.
lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord. What?
Princess Icy?
By the Fury. All our precautions were for naught?
Okay, well that's his job. I swear to God if I have to do anything here. Just when we were starting to make progress, and to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Haurchefant to find out what he has learned. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan, bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through the Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. By our, you mean mine, right? The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, and as Lord Haurchefant said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have the knack for discerning hidden truths. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea! Yes! Inform my men of your intent upon arrival. They will gladly share their findings. Couldn't have asked about the attack, haven't you? Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then she sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere. I looked, I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't, I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Damn, they know about the server. That's very meta. Now you've returned, what news have you for us? It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is the Shiva the heretics spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphanode? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scriptures so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no. It all makes sense now. Lord Haurchefant, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once, Lord Haurchefant. You would agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphanode. Signs of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren at Reverend's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. By entire order, they mean me. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillman should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Drillamon. Damn, his sword looks sick. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, the self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough, my knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of crystal braves to wipe her in front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander, so it would be in our best interests to coordinate our efforts. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Galeem. Oh yeah, that guy. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been in much of our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Wiper in Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with the heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. Surely he didn't hear me. Hey, where in the Seven Hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. Oh, it is. Suspicious Curthin. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice or they'll hear us in Wiper in Front. Yes, of course, the Temple Knights are Mumble in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about Mumble. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels Mumble dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, Mumble, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Our comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once, but knowing nothing of our enemies' numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. No, they're all dead. No. Oh shit. Wait, am I rooted? Oh shit. No, not the ice sprite. The innocent ice sprite caught in the crossfire. Fallen heretics effects. You know he looks like Yahantel? Jahantel? By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service, and now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered, and no, we have not the men to spare, not now, not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not a sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Breeze. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. This is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. As Commander Leveilleur being informed, the Braves must be made aware. It must be here, I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confounded, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Oh shit! Come here, girl. Damn, Ida with the save. Holy shit. Where the hell did she come from? That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. Don't lie. He completely shot himself. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Leveilleur. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected, amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others, we are going in. A moment, Alphanode. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. That's a good point. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. A change of plans. We rendezvous with Sir Aymeric and keep the heretics at bay here. You will go wherever that tunnel leads. Me? If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. Wow. Ice. It's very peaceful music, considering what we're going into. What the heck is an Ibex? What is this? Oh shit. Wait, what the hell? The icicle can do... Jesus. This place is a death trap. We're pretty brutal. We just come in here and start killing dogs out of their homes. Holy shit, I just realized what we're doing. And a bear. This bear probably has a family. And we're coming in here and we're just gonna brutalize it. Out of nowhere. This is a normal little bear being attacked in its home. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Maybe we're the bad guys after all. Okay, now we enter the epic music. Oh shit. I barely had to move. Okay, scratch that. He should be dead. Dead. Nice. And back to the peaceful music. Oh, a Yeti? Aw. We're gonna kill a Yeti too? We are heartless. I guess we just use the limit break. Fuck it. Whoa! Oh shit! It's like a double whammy thing. Jesus. Whee! Is this the best place to stand then? I guess not. I think I'm getting hit by that like every time. That's weird. Whee! He's done. Nice. Holy shit, Snowcloak. This is like a gauntlet thing? What's that? Aha. Alright, we should be good. Door to Oblivion. That doesn't sound too promising. I don't want to go to Oblivion. Wow. Is that a curl thing? Curl? Fenrir? Shit. Alright. Okay, so that was the same thing as the last one, right? That's not the same though. Oh shit, I should get behind this, I'm guessing. Nice. It's the same as Garuda. Okay, this one seemed bad. I don't think I'm gonna hit LB2. Maybe I should just use it. I'm gonna use it. Okay, that did absolutely fucking nothing. Oh shit. Get to this one, get to this one, get to this one. Alright, this wolf's done. Nice. Oh yeah, also, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten the little ritual. It's been a while since I've done a dungeon with like NPCs. Well, there we go. That was Snowcloak. Or was it?
Tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
This must be Iceheart.
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
Why? I wonder. I love how my bow goes.
This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost.
No matter the
In time,
cost?
you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Not sure about that. I know her personally, so... Unless she has the echo. She might. That took longer than I expected. What news? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot her name already. Begins with a Y, right? That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, we may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy pursuing the archives of House Fortom, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The Antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Well, maybe put on some more clothes, dude. It's your own fault. See, she even put on a coat. She's smart. Antecedent, you come to us straight from the archives of House Fortom. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortom. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Aymeric might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Aymeric. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land, why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe the faith is a reincarnation of free will. That unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. It was a different time, nay, a different era, and scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe the Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman, of that there can be no doubt. In this respect she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being King Mogomog the 12th, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mughals Guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia, they have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetherite Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aetherite somewhere not far to the west. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlayan may be able to assist us. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Well, I got the nod. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. A moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek had been spotted making for Danifin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had double back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching for the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. What are you doing here, boys, huh? I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. Hi, the woods are crawling with those bluecoats and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Surprise, fellas! Well, stay with him then if you think you'll fare any better. Hey, no, there's no need for that. Wait, they're just gonna let them run away? There are places like this in my homeland. Scared, snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Hey, Yugiri. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen. By your deeds, it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Oh, I thought he took I thought he took a swig of cyanide or something. Fancy meeting you here. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither. What a tangled web, lest you wonder. We came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might have never discovered this connection. Master Alphinaud is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess, if you will allow it. I have a very particular set of skills. I will find you. And I will kill you. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. Sure, this is the most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Captain Ilberd, your report if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities, henceforth the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proved more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that concluded those originating from House Haurchefant. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising oh shit. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Rauban's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. Aye, I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Uldaz was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones mind, under the same leadership. Not so the Flames. Uldaz's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Rauban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, There remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsworth. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nell Van Darnas's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would have never risked supplying Ravan with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Very good, pray continue your investigation with the first. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. We got the go-ahead from Mommy Minfilia. Hey, everybody's here.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Ooh. R.I.P. Gaius von Belsar.
Who?
Don't leave us hanging.
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne until his most untimely passing.
Oh. So who then?
I
Whoa!
thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
His shoulder pieces are pretty sick. He looks like a square. Oh.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
He seems like a lovely chap.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed,
Nice hat.
yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Nah, I'm more of a fan of Gaius. I think Gaius was cooler. He had the helmet and everything.
Given
This
the
guy's just got a
troubled nature
hat.
of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Except me.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all.
Was the Meteor Project the Calamity? I think it was, right?
I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
He seems
If only
pissed.
the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, and all that remains is to corner our quarry, seek out Ilbard near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Aha. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Fleet Marshal Aline Roaille, Raban's second in command. I thought it was going to be someone a little more. Oh, her. I was always questioning what she's doing at these meetings. I'd never seen her before. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she's the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favour foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Roaille was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monetarists? Surely she sees that huge bow. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Roaille's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raban attended the Council of the Alliance Leaders, she should have remained at the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless. On some pretense, she is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Roaille's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Roaille is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate with me, Scion. That's down there, right? You know what I miss? I miss the firework displays that were here. Oh my god, the first time I was out here as an archer. This is where I killed my first things as an archer. Aw. The memories. Did I honestly just run past him? Am I such an idiot? So Roaille has entered the Caroline canopy, meeting someone perchance? Or could it be that she means aboard an airship? Pray look for her within. She is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there and she may have seen something. FME is her name. I shall remain here in case Roaille reappears. Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Good job, FME. Good job. Nowhere to be seen, you say, and you're sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The Roost, how could I forget? What the hell's the Roost? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Muntoy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Heh. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. Nice. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Damn, thanks, dude. Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Roaille would have disappeared without a trace. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorn Hut. If Roaille is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You're no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garlean Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we've installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we've made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Roaille would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. It is for this reason I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. This place is home to many of your kind, and the arrival of one more Elzen is not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and watch Roaille in the act. Just beyond, Roaille is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an Imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it with me. Oh no, is this gonna end up badly? We're gonna mess this up. Flame Marshal Aline Roaille, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Oh, okay, it is real. Hello. Damnation. Ninjas. Good luck getting away from the ninjas. You're unharmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle, but if you wish to fight, you're welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelves Wood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Damn, she's really gonna play that card. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, it really helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new upload. Also, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. All the links are in the description below. Come say hi, hang out during streams. I hope to see some of you guys over there. Anyway, peace.